You're on camera.
Hey, Timmy.
Hey,
how
buddy.
are you?
Good to see you. Listen, any December is not complete without a visit to see my old pal, Rob, and the whole gang here at Bell Art. You know what? How many times have I come here?
Oh.
Like, tons.
Tons.
I still don't know how to say your last name.
That's okay.
What is it? How do you say it?
Bagliolid.
Bagliolid.
Yep.
Robert Bagliolid. We'll start over again. Robert Bagliolid from Bell Art. Good to see you, pal.
Good to see you too.
Doing okay?
Yep.
Okay. Big week for you guys.
Yep.
Trade up, trade in is back.
It's coming back this week, yes.
Okay.
A little bit different because of COVID.
Right.
You have to make an appointment starting tomorrow.
Okay, so starts on Wednesday, goes all the way till Saturday.
It does.
For anybody that's never done the trade up and trade in, we've been here and we've talked about it before, but it's like that, I don't know, that old camera that you got that you don't really use anymore.
Yep.
You're wondering if there's something that there's
if it's
worth
got
to
some
it.
value, or you want to move up to something better,
Right.
Yep, bring it in, get it evaluated, and we'll help you out.
So you can upgrade it to something else, or you even get cash for it?
Yep, you can get cash right on the spot.
Okay, so like we have a few down below that have been brought in the past.
And they're they're reselling them, yes.
Where's the industry at right now as far as like old school stuff? Are people like going back to the retro, back to film?
Big time, big time. That's our biggest part of growing our business right now. Developing film, making prints for people. They're coming in with disposable cameras. Yeah, and it's great because it's a new generation of young people who are very enthusiastic about photography. It's awesome.
That have never really done that before, but then now have discovered this world. Okay, so we're, a little bit later this morning, we're gonna go upstairs to the photo lab and kind of show off some of that. But look, you're pretty excited about this because this baby is brand spanking new from Nikon. What is it?
It is a new Z9. We're very privileged that we have it here today. This thing can crank out 120 frames a second. So look out, Cameron, when I'm coming to take your baseball pictures.
Yeah, how's Cameron's baseball
He's
going?
great.
Yeah,
He's doing
where
good.
is he right now?
Mercyhurst University.
Is he, right?
Yep.
Do you always have the camera sitting behind the home plate?
Yep.
You're like, get out of the way. But we got a few things kind of on the table here because binoculars is something else that Nikon has.
Yep.
Right, that we're going to be talking about.
Yep, they make great optics.
Where are we at as far as like getting stuff? You guys affected by that too?
We are affected by it too. Thank God, though, we do have stuff in inventory.
Right.
So, come and see us. We can help you out.
So you need a reservation for the trade up trade in that starts on Wednesday, goes till Saturday. But you can just come by the store, right?
Yeah,
so
but for trading, to purchase something, you can just come by the store. But for trade up trade in, we're doing half-hour appointments.
Nice.
So it gives a lot of time. So call us. We'll mark you in, and we've extended it from Wednesday to Saturday. It used to be like a 2-day event, but because of COVID, we've made it a little bit longer.
And here's the other thing too that's cool. We got Nathan from Nikon here today, and he's going to be here on Friday.
He'll be here
on Friday. You can actually have this and pick this up and play with it. Whoa, it turned on. Oh goodness, that's oh goodness. So he'll show me how to work this thing and why this thing is so special, and kind of compare it to some of the other cameras they have here at Bell Art Camera. Great to be back. Great to see you. We got a fun morning planned on Morning Live.
Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh.
There you go.
What? Morning, everybody. Welcome back to Bell Art Camera.
Thank you.
Back with Robert. So we're in the lab, right?
Yep.
Upstairs in the store. And the reason you wanted to bring me up here, because remember these?
This is
disposable
huge.
cameras
are
coming back?
They're back with vengeance. It's
really?
massive. Yep.
Okay, so let's say before the pandemic, like how much would you be producing film-wise?
So prior to the pandemic, we would probably do between 20 and 50 rolls a week.
Okay.
Today, we're doing between 200 and 500 rolls of film a week.
Who?
It's the younger people.
Really? Eh?
Yep.
Millennials, Gen Zers.
Yes, they're
buying these disposable cameras.
They're buying disposable cameras. They're using regular film cameras. They're coming in. We're helping them. We've got a new crowd of customers. They're excited. It's like when we give them an envelope with their pictures back, and you watch them open it. It's like they're opening up a Christmas present.
Isn't that
fascinating?
fascinating?
It's a surprise. You don't know what you're getting until you get it developed.
Shout out to Dave. Another Dave.
Cheetah here.
Hey,
Call Cheetah.
Good to see you, Dave. But this is where it all gets produced.
Yep, it's all gets done up here through the lab. We process film in the back, and Dave scans them and prints them out.
Isn't it fascinating, huh?
It's great.
because the thing about, like, I have my, I don't know, I have my phone like everybody else, and you're just all constantly taking pictures, but you don't really kind of take inventory of the pictures that you have, right? And then you don't have any, you don't print any.
No. Whereas here, you get 27 shots or 36 shots. You take them, you print them.
You don't know what it produces, right?
You don't till the end, and you're left with a hard copy.
Isn't that fascinating? Like, how quickly can you turn stuff around?
Well, right now we're between 5 and 7 working days.
Really?
Because the amount of film we get in a week. Yeah, it's crazy.
Especially around the holidays too.
Yeah.
Okay, what about the thing of, I don't know, you see these disposable cameras and like you just toss them in the trash?
We don't. We recycle them. And
these can be recycled?
Yep. Last week we did a month's recycling. We had 1,500 of them.
Really?
Yep.
Eh?
Yep.
So you just collect all these?
Yep. And we recycle them.
Who knew?
So, yeah.
Very interesting.
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
With this, we also sell a lot of film.
Yeah.
Right, and we got all sorts of funky film in stock, right, for the young people and the older people.
That's downstairs in the store, and we'll go back downstairs in the store because Trade Up, Trade In starts tomorrow, runs all the way to Saturday. You got to email Robert or call the store to book a time slot. There's a 30-minute time slot, but there's also an opportunity on Friday. We got you got Nathan from Nikon. What up, Nathan? And you can book a time with him because he's really excited about the new Nikon camera.
He is
right?
very
and
excited.
You'll get 10 minutes to kind of play with that. We're going to do that with Nathan when we go back downstairs here at Arte Camera on Ottawa Street in Hamilton on Morning Live. Look like you're working, Dave. Look, everybody. Look at Robert. Looking good, Rob.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Arte Camera. Look at this sexy new camera from Nikon. Nikon's been around for 100 years, Nathan?
Over 100 years.
Over 100 years. Yeah. Actually, you know what? And Bell Art, Robert, you're celebrating 50 next year, and there is this rumor going around. I don't know where it came from that, Robert, you're selling the store. You're not selling the store because he's going to be around for another 50. But we've taken the mic from Robert. We put it on Nathan from Nikon. Good seeing you, pal.
Good to be here, Tim.
I know you're very excited about this.
Super excited.
Okay, we'll get into this in a second. But let's talk to somebody at home that wants to get into the camera world, and like, what's a good entry-level point for them?
So the camera right here that I brought with me today is the Nikon Z50. This is a really good entry point camera. It's very lightweight and compact, but still has a deep grip for very comfortable hand holding.
Okay.
We also have a lens on here. This is a kit lens 16 to 50. So whether you're doing landscapes or portraiture, right, it really covers you through that whole focal length. But still very robust camera, great for people just starting out.
How much is that?
This starts at just $12.99.
Okay, $12.99.
Yeah.
Then we get this guy.
At the other end of the spectrum here, okay, this is our newly announced flagship camera from Nikon, the Nikon Z9, okay? When it comes to this camera,
who is this for? Is this for a professional?
Well, when you think about flagship, typically what goes through your head is you think a very niche feature set, right? It's either just for photojournalists or just for wildlife photographers, just for videographers, people who shoot video. But when it comes to the Z9, this is a camera that's really for everyone, right? And at its core, that has to do with its processing power and the new sensor, the new stacked sensor that's inside of it.
Robert, get in here. Okay, so we got, so it focuses itself, right?
That's right. So you'll see that little box right on Robert's head. So it's actually automatically detecting Robert's face right now. And what you can do is there's actually, depending on what's in the scene, the camera has the ability to detect up to 9 different subjects all simultaneously.
How many pictures did I just take there?
You probably took almost 120 photos, because this camera has the capability to shoot up to 120 frames per second, JPEGs, 11 megapixel, with full autofocus capability.
So what lens do you got on here?
Right now I have a macro lens, okay? And this kind of illustrates the point that the camera is for anybody, because let's say a macro lens is maybe usually for somebody who does a lot more detail work, whether it's you're photographing insects or products, right? But a flagship you would think maybe is more for sports and wildlife, right? So the camera's actually got a 45 megapixel sensor in there. Great for capturing detail.
So we could, like, if I have another lens, an older lens, I could put it on this camera.
Absolutely. So if you're a Nikon user, right? You mentioned that Nikon's been around for over 100 years.
Yeah.
You've probably got a lot of older Nikon glass. You can adapt that no problem to this camera with our Nikon FTZ adapter version 2. there will be no loss in performance from your previous lenses.
Okay, so here's the thing. So you're going to be around here on Friday.
That's correct.
Okay, so Trade Up Trade In starts Wednesday. So tomorrow you can block off a half-hour time, but on Friday you can book a little bit of time with Nathan to be able to hang on to this.
That's
and test
correct.
this out, and like you get to train people on this a little bit.
That's correct. So
Okay.
you can book a spot with Robert, 10-minute section with
Okay.
me. You can get hands-on with the Nikon Z9 and a little one-on-one time with me.
Perfect.
That's this Friday.
You also got binoculars. We'll get into kind of that world when we come back to Bell Art Camera with Nikon and the whole gang on Morning Live. Everybody, you guys see this weird camera guy in front of us?
I did see.
I did see you did see him. Yeah. Hey, morning. Welcome back. We got binoculars at Bell Art Camera because this is something actually we've never done. All the times we've been here, we've never kind of tackled this with this product. So we got Nathan from Nikon. We got Dave from Bell Art. Good to see you, pal. How are you?
Good. How are you? Nice to see you again.
Awesome. Why do you want to talk binoculars?
Binoculars are great. It's something we always forget about, but it's if you want to do some bird watching or you're just doing some viewing like your kids playing sports,
Right.
they're always great.
Well, I think even like the bird watching thing has really taken off the past the past couple of years, and we kind of have small, medium, best, right, Nathan? Okay.
Yeah.
Where do you want to start? You want to start with these ones here?
These are the compact, so these were would be the good ones. Then you got the better, and then you got the best.
Okay. What's the history with Nikon and making binoculars?
So Nikon, has been around, we talked about it earlier, has been around for over 100 years. They're a legacy company. And a lot of what they did, they were back in the war effort in Japan. So they've been making binoculars, sport optics, or just Nikon optics for a long time, right? So and a lot of that heritage and history has trickled down over the years, and they refined it to get better and better to where we are now.
Okay, so let's compare these three. What's the difference here, Nathan?
So what we've got here, these are going to be really compact, right? So these are great. They're not going to take up a lot of space in your bag at all. To move up a little bit more, we've got these here. These are a little bit larger. They're going to perform better in low light because of their size. And because of their size, also, you're going to get a very good three-dimensional viewing experience, a lot more depth, okay? And when we go up to here, we're going to have improved weatherproofing. So you can actually the binoculars are fully purged of any moisture and stuff like that and filled with argon gas. And that means that they're going to be completely fog-proof.
Price difference? Is it substantial between these guys?
Between these here, so these right in here are the 3S. These are going to be for $199.
Right.
These are going to be for $124.99. And then Dave, what's your price on these right now?
Is that one there? These ones here are the $149.
$149.
But that's for like that, Dave. That's the one for like the casual bird watcher. That
Casual,
would be
or if you're doing if you're hiking around it, it compresses to a nice size. You can put it in your vest pocket and you can wander around. It has no weight.
Okay, let's get back to it. We've been talking about it all morning. So Trade Up, Trade In starts on Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Okay, tomorrow.
Yeah. Tomorrow, yeah.
But you got to book a time.
Book a time, give us a call, or you can even email us if you wish. But Wednesday to Saturday is our trade-in special.
Does it shock you what people are bringing in? What they find in their basements?
No, we're seeing everything. Like it's stuff like Canon AE1s. We're seeing digital cameras, everything.
Cameras, lenses,
Everything.
anything.
Yeah.
Bring it in, and
Bring
then
it in.
you'll
We'll
give
have a look at it,
You'll
yeah.
have a look at it.
And if you're coming on Friday, you get to see Nathan as
Right.
well.
Okay, so because Nathan, you're going to be here on Friday, so you can book 10 minutes because you're going to be going through this
That's right.
flagship camera, which again is the
Nikon Z9. You can book a time with Robert, 10 minutes with me, and the Z9 on Friday.
Cool. Nice meeting you, man.
Yeah,
Good seeing you, David
Tim.
boy.
Good to see you.
Best
Take
of
care.
luck. All right, back to it.